find your face in your grass.
That is.
Take the mirage.
That damage is insane. That is insane. Mods, permaban the nerd elves, please, permaban. Fuck! I'm dead. Fuck, man! Oh my God. He is easy. He is easy. I mean, I'm not going to say he's easy, but he's not fucking hard. He's not hard. He's not hard. not hard. I'm not staying up, Michaela.
This song for sure. Go with the classic, Easy Win King at Rock 221.
You can't fall in the water, can you? Like, there's not gonna be some drop-off point where I just die, right? scared.
Hey, do you have any mod openings, Rob? I will grab my mop and bucket. Honestly, I just want to make sure 1-1 is stuck watching you without chat for their mental health. That is just beyond cruel and unusual punishment for anyone in our community. Pain.
No, I'm good, bro. Dude, that... Oh my god. That second phase, bro. I don't even know what to begin. I don't even know where to begin. Oh god. I just don't know when to I don't know when I get like opportunities to attack them. Chat voted voice ban? What the fuck is that? I hit him. I hit him. I hit him. Oh my god, I actually hit him. Take the fucking bird cage off your dome, dumbass. Maybe you'd have a better chance.
Good try, you got this.
Dude, I do 10 times better when I don't fucking look at chat. It's insane. It's insane, bro. I do so much better.
Play the clown music, you were killing it, smile.
Since you're throwing so much, why don't you try throwing it back? I'm not blaming you guys. I'm not blaming y'all. I'm just saying, like, it's actually, I'm blaming myself because when I have chat open, I'm constantly looking to see what you guys are saying. When I don't have it open, I don't even look. It's nice, man.
This boss isn't hard. I'll be done within 2 hours, chat.
I still got 45 minutes.
Being hard means you beat it fast, right?
I still got 45 minutes, bitch. Shut up. I'll beat this in the next 45 minutes, bro. Or a wheel spin.
Good at dodging? No. Good at Vasilis? No. Good at attacking? No. Good timing? No. Loser. How are you gonna get excited when you hit him but get mad when he hits you? Sound hypocritical, doesn't it? Feels weird, man.
Shut up, dude. You need a good song, man. I don't know what song to play, man.
Bro, I'm trying to get cozy. Please play this TED Talk already. You
I'm
could
not doing it.
learn from it.
I'm only gonna play TED Talks when I'm
Sorry chat, I sent the short version before. Here is what we have all been waiting for, the main event, Wonky the Clown.
Fuck you, dude. Yo, I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
It's hard to get any word in with this clown.
How you doing, Eric? Next try is the one line.
You guys really thought. Oh my god, you really thought I was Googling, dude.
You're as muscular as this boss. Cost 221. Throw it back.
I don't have my phone on me, dude. Jesus Christ. Leave the funny here on the next path. Good God. I did not Google, man. Wait, what's down here? Oh, that's funny.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the US nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no I don't, I only have a friend. Come on, I'm not even going to. This is what I'm going to sing. You got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. So I took my word for it. At this time, I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. That's
I gotta go piss again. What's that? I gotta farm again. There's nothing to Google about this boss. I'm not Googling. I'm not Googling, man.
How many of you are dog people? Show of hands. Excellent. How about cat people?
What the fuck was that?
Okay, you guys
Did you
can go
take
to
the
the
world's
break early.
quickest piss?
Okay, so of the dog people and the cat people who want to be dog people, how many of you have thought, wouldn't it be great to know what my dog is thinking?
If you're not Googling, pull up your Google search history then. We know you're logged in on your phone.
No.
And I think everyone else already knows what their dog is thinking, right? Well, I got into this project, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this is basically a stupid dog trick story. It really started with this dog named Newton, who was really my favorite dog. I've had many dogs through my life, but Newton was my favorite, and he lived to be about 15
No, I don't
years
like this one.
old.
This one's boring.
Didn't Google. Uses Bing. Pop. Game progress finally. Hey Rob, I'm finally going to ship my Rob appreciation package tomorrow to your box. For Brit I got some Canadian candies. For your goddamn half it took customs a month to clear for approval and a few favors, but chat. You're in for a good time.
What do you guys want to... Ooh, right here.
Play the TED Talk I linked.
I stopped watching porn for two reasons, basically. The first one was that porn brought so much anger and violence into my private fantasies. And these were anger and violence that were not there originally to begin with. And I did not want that for me anymore. This was not me, and I decided to just put an end to it. Easier said than done. I'll get to it later, but... The second reason was that I came to realizing, I think, that only by watching porn, I take part in creating a demand for filmed prostitution, because that's what porn really is, filmed prostitution. Porna stands for prostitute, graphia stands for documentation, and prostitution was nobody's childhood dream, okay? That it is always a result of trouble and distress. Now, I became aware of that gradually when I was
watching porn. With watching Erob 221.
volunteering with...
I don't want to watch this one either.
You might have heard about them in the news. They've been called murderers, violent, destructive, law-breaking, and criminals. And I can tell you that a lot of what you heard is true, because I used to be a member of MS-13. Today I'm going to tell you why I joined the gang and how I eventually got out. But first, let me take you all the way back to the beginning. Picture this. El Salvador. The 1980s, a brutally violent civil war. Military soldiers kicking in front doors in the middle of the night. Kids hiding, shaking underneath their beds as they heard the sounds of boots approaching. Mothers laying in puddles of their own blood, watching their children get taken away and forced to join the war. Thousands of Salvadoran refugees poured into the United States, desperate for a better life. One of those refugees was a little boy named Nelson. He and his family landed in a ghetto of Los Angeles. While his parents worked multiple jobs to earn a living, Nelson was alone a lot in a new country, trying to adapt to new customs in a new language. When he and the other Salvadoran kids went to school, they were bullied by the Chicano kids because of the different accents and different cultures. And one day, they had enough. They took all the violence they known as kids, all the anger they built up, and they formed a group of their own, MS-13. And so, the victims of bullying became the bullies themselves. We've heard that story before, haven't we?
It's hard to get any word in with
MS-13
this
is the
clown.
tragic outcome of a tragic environment. In 1996, the US government deported thousands of immigrants. One of them was Nelson. By now, he was an adult. He spoke English. He wore the gangster clothing like the Nike Cortez shoes, Dickie pants, penitent shirts, and head bandanas. He was full of tattoos. He didn't fit into El Salvador's culture anymore. And the young Salvadorians noticed. But they didn't bully him. They were in awe of him. He looked like one of those people from the movies. They wanted to be just like him. And that meant that they wanted to join MS-13. And so, there you have it. A country trying to recover and rebuild from a civil war suddenly had the first ever gang problem on their hands. And it only got worse. Now, I'm not Salvadorian. I'm part Mexican and Argentinian and born in LA. But the neighborhood that I grew up in was MS-13 territory. Even as a kid in elementary school, I knew that I didn't want to be part of the gang. My mother worked 14-hour days at a sweatshop trying to make ends meet. So I was out in the streets alone a lot. One day, an MS-13 gang member pointed a gun at my face and robbed me. So I would try to dodge them. I leave through the back of my apartment building and hop over fences in order to avoid being seen. But that meant I would enter another gang's territory and they will approach me. I will have to travel miles outside of my neighborhood in order to escape the gangs. No matter where I went, I wasn't safe. I used to watch them from my apartment window. One night they were out in the street celebrating this man who had just made his way back from El Salvador. Nelson, remember him? He had respect, power, and pride. Everything that I didn't have. I wonder what it would be like to be him, to be revered in your own neighborhood. That night I made a decision. I was 14 years old, and I was going to join MS-13. After I was initiated, I felt relief instantly. I'd walk around with my head up high. You remember that theme song from Cheers where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came? It was like that every day. But it wasn't long before I regretted my decision. You see, the rival gang members had found out that I chose MS-13 over them, and they were furious. I became a target overnight. But it was too late. What was I supposed to do? It'd be like getting married in a weekend. You start like, oh man, I made a mistake. How do I get out of this? But you can. It's not that easy. What would your friends and family say? What would your new partner do? So you stick it out. And a few weeks later, you start telling yourself, okay, this isn't so bad. I could stick this out. Months pass by and you form a bond, a connection, and you feel you'd do anything for that person. I remember when I got my first MS-13 tattoo. As that tattoo gun pierced my skin, all I could think about was the love that I have for my gang. And then my mom was gonna be pretty furious if she found out about it. I couldn't wait to show off my new ink to my homies, a bond that would be there for life. And when I get locked up again, I take my shirt off with pride. I made bad choices. I committed assaults and robberies that will land me in jail for years as a juvenile. And in there, I got a reputation for starting fights with rival gang members. Every time I got out, I gained even more respect. My homies wanted to be just like me. I felt that I owned our territory, and no rival gang was gonna go in there and disrespect it. I was willing to defend it at all costs, even if that meant me dying over it. But sometimes I ask myself, am I willing to spend the rest of my life in jail? I put my mom and grandma through a lot. When I was out of jail, they stayed up for hours, lighting candles, praying that it wasn't my dead body laying underneath that white sheet. When I was in jail, they visited me and asked me when I was going to change. I was tired of seeing my family suffer, tired of going to my friends' funerals. My life had become the tragic outcome of a tragic environment. My blind love for MS-13 started to fade. I wanted to get out, but I just didn't know how. Then one night, My whole life changed forever. I was 20 years old, out on the street, celebrating my recent jail release, when Alex Sanchez, a former MS-13 gang member that I looked up to, approached me. He told me he had started this gang intervention group and wanted me to join. I was thrilled. Finally, I could get out. But part of me was reluctant. I had gained respect, power, and pride within the gang, and I just didn't know who I'd be without it again. Then I looked up at my apartment building, and standing there at the window was my younger brother staring at me the same way that I would stare at Nelson. I knew I had to try to get out. At my first meeting, I met rival gang members and their families. And we found out that we all felt the same. Their parents cried the same tears as my parents did. The only thing that separated us was the name of the gang. We learned how to express ourselves without using drugs and violence. And the gang intervention group took us traveling to different places to share our story. And more people listened. The more we talked, the more we felt the sense of respect, power, and pride. I was able to fade away from the gang and ultimately being able to leave it. I thought that was the hard part, but we were in the midst of the Los Angeles Police Department's Rampart crash scandal. Now you will think that a police department would be welcoming of a gang intervention group, but they didn't. Instead, we were searched without warrants, stopped on baseless charges, and beaten on our way to our weekly gang intervention group. We had gotten out, but we were being punished for what we had been. Finally, I had enough, and I moved to a friend's house in Colorado for a chance of a better life. I got a degree in criminal justice. I worked in youth detention facilities as a youth counselor to continue to get kids out of gangs. I thought my gang problems were a thing of the past. But then a few years later, I was accused of moving to Colorado to start MS-13 criminal activities and unlawfully arrested again. I couldn't believe it. I was now in a federal courtroom facing a possible 48-year sentence. For 2 years, I studied my case. I wrote my own court motions and defended myself in court. Finally, justice prevailed, and a jailer opened up my cell door and told me that my case had been dismissed, all of my charges had been dropped, and that I was free to go. But that was 2 years of my life gone, punished by society for my past, even though I was trying to do everything to build a new future. We all know that it's important to get kids out of gangs, but we forget that they aren't set up to succeed once they leave. Most people join a gang because they feel disconnected, alone, alienated.
Disconnected.
They just want to belong, to feel valued, to have a purpose. Looking back, is there any surprise why I joined MS-13? My mom worked around the clock. I was alone a lot, and everybody around me was from a gang. When I left MS-13, I had my gang intervention group to support me. Most people are not that lucky. They are judged and punished by society for their past, and they have nowhere to turn to and nowhere to go. 70% of kids who try to leave a gang but don't have another support system in place fail. 70%. I realized that the only way to succeed in getting kids out of gangs and keeping them out of gangs is to create an environment that's going to support them every step of the way. Today, I'm the executive director of Homies Unidos Denver, a gang violence prevention and intervention organization.
Yo, Crop, thanks for the spy-gifted subs, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We empower youth and their families to become advocates of social change rather than agents of self-destruction. Let me give you an example. Growing up, David was always told he was good for nothing. As a teenager, he became heavily involved in gangs. How did he get out and stay out? First things first. We help David realize that the sense of self-esteem that a gang provides you,
it's hard to get any word in with this clown.
that you have to love yourself first.
Thanks,
Nobody
Crop.
else can do that for you. In talking groups, David and teens with similar experiences discussed how their negative actions have impacted their families, their communities, and each other. David began taking responsibility for his actions. We helped him re-enroll into high school and stay focused on his journey to graduation. And then we filled the social life with community and activity.
It's
We
hard to
went
get any word in
fishing
with this clown.
and
Chat, help,
camping
how do I get out of L. Rob's gang?
to ballparks and family fun centers. We understand that strong families are key to violence prevention. So we invited David's parents to our group sessions and activities. These interactions build a mutual understanding across generations. Finally, we help David realize the power in his own voice to make that difference again. He learned to organize youth groups and then lead
hard to get any
restorative
word
justice
in with this clown.
conversations
Yo, thanks, that's tier 1, man. Appreciate it.
with people that have been impacted by gang violence. David has since graduated from high school. He works as an electrician. He's attending college, and he's a frequent guest speaker and role model for youth in our groups. These dramatic changes in David's life were only possible because we surrounded him with the welcoming community that was fully invested in his
Let's
success.
go, baby. I'm ready.
In this way, we have
I'm
helped
ready.
hundreds of kids get out of gangs and stay out of gangs. But we are only one organization. As a society, we can all do better. When we isolate people, alienate them, and punish them for past mistakes, we are just continuing the cycle. If we want people to leave gangs and re-enter society, then that means we have to let them re-enter society. And that means attending school, living down the street, and having a job. Would you be willing to hire a person with a criminal history? What about if that person has an MS-13 tattoo on their face? People just want to belong, to be a part of something. We are the ones that could help them find it. Thank you.
That's why I don't want to join fucking Walk Gang, dude. They're a bunch of fucking losers.
We appreciate hearing you slurping and chewing and belching over the video like a prick, Borby. Please chew on this as gratitude, forefinger.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I got 15 minutes to beat this boss. Now I do a wheel spin. I already felt like shit before, but those ramen noodles, man, they made me feel like even more shit, dude. I have absolutely no idea what the count is on. I don't trust chat. Started at 0. Starting now. Let's go, baby.
Shots.
Glitch. Glitch. It's fucking glitched, man. It's not working the way it was. Glitched. Yeah, I gotta stop trying to parry. You know what? I'm doing it. I think it's time. I think it's time. I'm not gonna waste it. Fuck you, Darion. I feel like that's not Darion on his computer. Well, we go again. Harry! Got one more try. If I don't beat it this try, I got a wheel spin. One more try. I got 3 minutes. No, I don't have 1 minute. I have 3. I set the bet at 10, like 02. I did, man. I did.
Said, ain't nobody want to get their feet to the soundtrack. But I think I finally found someone who does.
Why am I worse?
We got guns, battle run.
Kill the ones that we love. We're killing
I don't think I should do this one because I'm not feeling well. I don't think it's good to exercise. One respin. It's not two, chat. Where the fuck did you get two from? No. Oh, I don't feel good. You don't want to. Fuck, dude. Stop looking at my fucking dick. Anyway, chat, I'm done for tonight, man. Sorry for not streaming very long today. I had a long day. Hanging out with the daughter.
Or the little guy's tummy hurt? Too much apple today?
I will be live again tomorrow. Probably a lot earlier tomorrow. I'm not going to be live late tomorrow. And tomorrow is movie night as well. I'm out of breath. Oh. Long stream tomorrow, probably 8 hours. The usual. The huge. What are we watching? I'm not sure yet. I was gonna watch the Terminal, but I'm not sure. Shut the fuck up, idiot. Anyway, watch Among Us movie. Is that actually a movie? Invincible? I don't want to watch Invincible. I don't want to watch Midsummer. People keep talking about Hereditary. I'll watch the trailer for Hereditary. No, I don't want to watch. I don't really want to watch a scary movie because they're garbage. Was shit tilted or what? Harold and Kumar. Scary movies are never good to me, dude. Like they're just unless it's like Insidious or The Conjuring. I don't really like scary movies. I think they're very boring. Like they just suck. It's like they're just bad. Mel Gibson, Apocalypto is on Prime. I don't know what that is. Shaun of the Dead. Horror movies are a pile of shit, but there's a few diamonds in there. Yeah. True. The Boys, isn't that a TV show? The guy from Supernatural's in that. Blue Mountain State's not on Amazon Prime. Maybe we'll watch Hereditary. People keep talking. Is Hereditary a scary movie? I've never watched Skyfall. It's not on Prime. Well, Jumanji's not on Prime. Jumanji would be a good movie, though. The first one? It's one of the most disturbing movies of all time. Good Will Hunting. Isn't that about two gay guys? No, I'm stupid. That's Brokeback Mountain. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I don't know why I got them mixed up. I've never watched Good Will Hunting. Is it good? It's very good. Maybe we'll watch that. Maybe we'll watch that.
It's hard to get any word in with this clown.
ATM number 763 reporting for duty, my king. E-money 7.
Kill Snakes at 7. Alright, chat. I'm done for tonight. Sorry for not streaming crazy long today, man. I was doing shit with Timmy all day, cleaning the house and shit. Dad stuff. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, probably normal time, like around 2 to 4. Peace.
Closing time.
Gun host T1.
Open all the doors and
Love y'all. Stay safe.
let
Stay
you
black.
out
Do
into
anything money would do.
the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.